Hello and welcome back to another episode on Crucial 2 with the Obsidian Order. In today's episode we are going to be attempting to build a villager breeder.
And I might end up making the villager breeder fairly big to what my normal breeders are and actually incorporate it and build the beginning stage of my breeder trading hall, which I have a tutorial on. Look in my tutorial playlist and you'll see it there. It is a trading hall with breeder and zombification in the basement. So I think we might end up building that. I'll try and decorate it so it looks like a Japanese build rather than the build that I have in my tutorial. But we need to build the breeder to start with, don't we? So I need to find out where we're going to build it. We are going to be building the breeder on this little island here. Well, yeah, it's little, but it's just the right size for the breeder. The breeder is going to be, or should I say breeder stroke trading hall, and it's going to probably encompass the whole of this island. From that side to that side and from front to back. I have noticed though, should I say remembered, I read something about villager zombification has been nerfed. If you look here, game nerfs. So a few basic changes are made to the vanilla game in order to better work given the contents of the mod pack, or to just generally patch up exploits and improve the game balance. The nerfs applied to vanilla are as follows. Village discounts when de-zombified no longer stack with each other. This prevents you reducing every price down to 1. So the whole zombification thing, do we need it? Like, if we can't reduce the villagers' prices down to 1, there's not really much point in it. Although, any discount is a good discount.
So we'll start today by building the zombie discount area, then we'll build the farm on top, and then we'll build the trading hall sections on the side. And we're going to try and make this look as Japanese as possible. I'm going for old school Japanese building as opposed to what I'm going to be building as the new tribe as I continue the series. This old school Japanese building look, but we'll see how it turns out.
I just got killed by a Shroomalion, Leon. Oh, this is so bad. And that's how I came to acquire some of these resources to build the advanced villager trading hall. And that is the first part of our villager breeder trading hall as I try and get up the hill done. So we've got the breeder and the zombification chamber, the discount area, all built up now. And I just wanted to show you in here. Yes, we've managed to get a baby across. Get in there. See, I'm having this problem where the babies come over the trapdoors and into here. So what I think I might have to do is set up a couple of trapdoors on this side just to stop them from walking across. So what we'll do is we'll do that. The only problem with doing that is then these guys want to climb up onto them. So we'll put that across there like that as well. And then they won't want to try and jump up, because what they think they can do is jump up onto these blocks here, because they don't see these here. So that should stop all of that. And hopefully that will stop them from breeding as well. And then what we can do is basically I'm going to build a double high wall, which will stop the babies from jumping up. And I could probably get away with just a single high wall, but I'm afraid they might jump across it. So they will still think they can come across here. So that's not a problem. And as you can see, these villagers now are trying to get into bed because it is getting late. But there was one last thing I wanted to show you quickly before they do, and that's how I got the villagers in. In this mod pack, we can use emerald like wheat is to cows and sheep. And yeah, the villagers now follow you. So you don't have any problems of villagers moving and stuff like that. You don't have to push them around. You literally just get them to follow you and they can all fall down a hole, which is brilliant, brilliant, much needed. Our replay mod doesn't work in this. I mean, we're in Forge for a start anyway, so I'm having to use a port of replay, and that also doesn't work on the version of Forge that we're using because it's built for an older version and it's not been updated. But I found a workaround, which is slightly more hard work, but it's doing it as you saw earlier. We managed to get a replay there. So the replays won't be as clean, but you're still going to get them. If you don't mind not having replays, let me know in the comments section down below and we'll get rid of them. But I kind of like them. So you let me know what you think. And this is a villager discount area, and this is how this will work. So in this dispenser here, we're going to have minecarts. And they will be broken as they come through here, which will then get fed back into here, and I'll show you where this comes from in a minute. So we push the button, and then a minecart will shoot out, grab one of these villagers, run its way up here, and then drop down here. And this is representing where one of our trading stations will be. So we could put down the lectern, or a loom, or a composter, or barrel, or whatever we want. And the villager, will then take up the trade here. I am a bit concerned they might take up a trade for fishermen because these barrels, so I might have to swap these out for chests, but we'll wait and see what happens there. So we can sit there and cycle through the trades, break the station and keep cycling through till we get the trade that we want. Then we can lock that trade in, push this button here, and then that will send the minecart up here behind these barrels here. As you can see here, there's the minecart track there. And then eventually they'll drop down here. Now on this track here, we will have a zombie sat in a minecart here, and I'll label him so he won't despawn, although I don't think they despawn in minecarts anyway. But we'll give him a name. And then we can hit this button here, which will send the zombie over to here. He will then start changing the villager into a zombie villager, at which point we can push this button, send the zombie back, and we have our zombie villager. Now in these barrels here, I'm going to have my potions of weakness and golden apples, and anything else that I might need, probably trading stuff I do to lock the tradings in, so emeralds and stuff like that. We will cure the villager. Then once the villager is cured, we can hit this button, and the villager will then trundle along here, all the way along this track here, and then come down here. So trundle along here, activate the detect rail, which then activates the activator rail, and it will wobble the minecart, push him off, and then the minecart will then carry on its own, all the way back up here. This needs to be charged up, so once I've got a wall in here, I can put a lever down and power these rails. But the minecart will then trundle along here, all the way down here, all the way around here, and like I was saying earlier, back to the cactus. The cactus will break the minecart, and the minecart will end up back in the dispenser. We're going to get the materials ready to build these. I'll build kind of some of the sections up on one side here, and then we'll start building the outer skin, which is the bit that's going to make it look like a Japanese building. These are the trading halls. We've got one on either side, and we're going to have, I think, librarians on one side, and then on the other side we'll have a mix. But basically, this is set up pretty much like what I've done on any other of my videos, if you've seen those. If you haven't, it's a Cortezarino design. But basically, we will build cells up like so, and not there. And then on the inside here, we'll put trapdoors. And then on the back here, I haven't got any on me. I think I've got some down this in this chest here. Where are they? I'm going to use these quickly for now. But what we then end up doing, just to show you, and we'll have to make some more off camera. But once you've got that in there, you then put these on the back here. So this is what you're open to tell the villager that he can come in or out. And once you shut it, he'll know that he can't get in there, so he won't want to try. So we put our trading station, once our villagers are kind of in our holding cell here, we'll have a door here, and then there's going to be a wall up here, so they won't be able to get out. So we'll have another one there as well. Imagine there's a wall there. We will open the door to say for the villager to come in here, and then he will walk along here, and then he will then, if we've opened that one, walk into this cell, because there'll be a trading station there, and then we'll shut the door behind him, and he'll be stuck. And that's pretty much how that works. And I've got 20 cells on each side, so we're going to end up with 40 villagers. All in here, we've kind of decorated it out to make it look Japanese. I love these paper walls. Gives that nice finishing detail. So I'm going to carry on building these trading halls up. Trading halls are in. I think I've got a few more torches to do on this side here. Yep, and we've got to light up the torches on the back on... I'll just climb up here, it'll be a lot easier to see. Along the backs here and on the back of that side as well. So that just stops any mobs spawning within inside the trading hall, so you don't end up zombifying your villagers once they're in here. But as you can see, we've got kind of, I think it looks cool. I think it looks very kind of Japanese in style. So we've got a kind of nice little kind of trellis fencing inside here. Then we've got the paper walls again down here. And this is for me to get access into the zombification area or discount trading area. Once we shut these, though, the villagers won't be able to come through. So the villagers that end up in here can only ever go into the trading hall. As long as I remember to shut the gate. Maybe I should put a trapdoor on either side so it shuts after me. And here we are, our villager trading hall is complete. House of Komodo. And I'm loving it. Oh man, this has turned out so well. I'm so happy with the way this has happened. And as you can see, we still need to kind of fix some bits up in here. We haven't actually got anyone here to trade with, but I think it looks the part. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, but I am liking it. I've now got these little lanterns, paper lanterns in here to give some light inside here. We've powered up the rest of the rails that needed powering up. These ones weren't powered up at the time, and I think these ones up here weren't powered, so they're now powered as well. And we now can't get into that section over there to see if any of the villagers are in there, but they will be once they're ready. We haven't actually set any minecarts up or anything like that, but as we come through to this side now, and this is just a mirror image of the other side. Anything else that you think might need to be done in here, let me know in the comment section down below and we'll try and implement it. But I am loving it. Loving it, loving it, loving it. And other than that, I think that's pretty much mission accomplished for today's episode. I've got a few touching up bits to do that I've got some ideas for kind of this area and how it then connects down to here. Because obviously we're going to have to get rid of this turf bridge and have the river back again and stuff like that. And I'm going to try and add some lore to this as well, which we will see at the end of the episode. So I'm going to get on and do these bits, and then I hope you enjoy the lore.
The Komodo tribe was a forgotten tribe formed centuries ago to protect the Badlands. They say the Komodo dragon spirit called out to a chosen one when they felt threatened. What is now known as the House of Komodo is the only building that now stands from the old tribe. But new peoples have entered the land, and the Komodo spirit calls out once again. A new chosen one has arrived to bring life back to the House of Komodo, to reform the village of the Komodo tribe and protect the Komodo dragons and their habitat once again.